The conflict in Ukraine has raged for over a year, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Yet, amidst the ruins, a glimmer of hope emerges. On March 20th, 2025, senior military officers from various nations convened near London, their mission to chart a course towards peace. This high-stakes meeting signified a crucial step towards deploying an international peacekeeping force to Ukraine. The initiative, spearheaded by Britain and France, aims to bring stability to the war-torn nation. The presence of these military leaders underscores the gravity of the situation. Their expertise and experience are essential in navigating the complexities of deploying a peacekeeping force into an active conflict zone. The meeting focused on the intricate logistics of such an operation, including troop deployment, rules of engagement, and coordination with humanitarian organizations. The success of this endeavor hinges on meticulous planning and international cooperation. The very fact that such a meeting took place is a testament to the global desire for peace in Ukraine. The international community recognizes the urgent need to end the bloodshed and alleviate the suffering of millions. The peacekeeping force represents a tangible step towards achieving that goal, offering a glimmer of hope in a conflict that has cast a long shadow over the world. As discussions regarding the peacekeeping force progress, a fragile ceasefire hangs in the balance. Ukraine and Russia tentatively agreed to a limited truce following high-level discussions. The agreement, brokered in part by former US President Donald Trump, represents a significant development in the conflict. However, the road to a lasting peace remains fraught with challenges. The terms of the ceasefire, while not yet fully disclosed, are expected to include a cessation of hostilities and the withdrawal of troops from designated zones. The agreement aims to create a buffer zone between the warring parties, reducing the risk of accidental clashes and paving the way for further dialogue. However, the devil is in the details. Negotiators from both sides continue to grapple with contentious issues, particularly the protection of critical infrastructure. The recent targeting of energy facilities has heightened tensions and underscored the fragility of the truce. Despite the tentative agreement, reports of continued drone attacks cast a shadow of doubt over the sincerity of both parties' commitment to peace. The success of the ceasefire hinges on the willingness of both Ukraine and Russia to abide by its terms and engage in good faith negotiations. The international community must remain vigilant in monitoring the situation and holding both sides accountable for any violations. The fragile truce represents a crucial opportunity to break the cycle of violence and move towards a more sustainable peace. While the ceasefire agreement and peacekeeping force discussions offer a glimmer of hope, formidable obstacles stand in the way of lasting peace. Deep-seated mistrust between Ukraine and Russia, fueled by years of conflict, continues to cast a long shadow over negotiations. Both sides harbor suspicions about the other's intentions, making it challenging to find common ground. One of the most significant stumbling blocks is the issue of territorial integrity. Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and its support for separatists in eastern Ukraine remain major points of contention. Ukraine is adamant about reclaiming all its lost territory, while Russia shows no signs of relinquishing its control. This fundamental disagreement over borders poses a significant challenge to any peace agreement. Another major obstacle is the continued violence and lack of security guarantees. Sporadic shelling and drone attacks persist despite the ceasefire agreement, highlighting the fragility of the situation. Both sides accuse each other of violating the truce, further eroding trust. Without concrete security guarantees and mechanisms to prevent further violence, it will be difficult to build a lasting peace. The international community faces the daunting task of bridging the divide between Ukraine and Russia. Building trust between the warring parties is essential for any peace agreement to succeed. This will require sustained diplomatic efforts, confidence-building measures, and a commitment from both sides to find a peaceful resolution. The success of the peacekeeping mission hinges not only on the commitment of Ukraine and Russia, but also on the steadfast support of the international community. A coalition of the willing, led by Britain and France, has emerged, ready to contribute troops and resources to this critical endeavor. Countries such as Australia, Canada and Finland have expressed their willingness to participate in the peacekeeping force, demonstrating a global commitment to peace in Ukraine. This diverse coalition brings together nations with a shared interest in upholding international law and deterring further aggression. The participation of these countries is crucial for ensuring the effectiveness and legitimacy of the peacekeeping operation. However, the absence of a clear commitment from the United States raises concerns. The US, a key player on the world stage, has yet to definitively state its position on providing support for the peacekeeping mission. This uncertainty creates a significant obstacle, as the US possesses considerable military capabilities and diplomatic influence that would be invaluable to the mission's success. The international community must present a united front in support of the peacekeeping initiative. Clear and consistent messaging, coupled with concrete actions, will be crucial in deterring further aggression and creating the conditions for a lasting peace. The coalition of the willing represents a beacon of hope, but its success depends on the unwavering commitment of all participating nations.